Kardec Radio presents Prayer for a Spiritist Meeting. Introduction. To be gathered in Jesus' name does not mean that it is enough to be gathered physically, but to be gathered spiritually through a communion of intentions and thoughts for the good. Then, Jesus is found in the midst of the assembly, either he himself or pure spirits who represent him. Spiritism enables us to understand in which way spirits can be among us. They are among us with their fluidic or spiritual body, and with an appearance that we would recognize if they were to make themselves visible. The higher their position in the hierarchy, the greater their power of radiation. It is in this way that they possess the gift of ubiquity and can be at several places at the same time. All they need for this is the emission of their thought. Through these words, Jesus wanted to show the effect of unity and fraternity. It is not the larger or smaller number per se that attracts him, since instead of 2 or 3 persons, he could have said 10 or 20. Rather, it is the sentiment of charity animating each one with respect to the others. Therefore, to accomplish this, just 2 are enough. However, if these 2 persons each pray on their own accord, then even if they address Jesus, there is no communion of thought between them, especially if they are not motivated by a sentiment of mutual benevolence. By the same token, if they regard each other with prejudice, hatred, envy, or jealousy, the fluidic currents of their thoughts repel rather than unite them in a common impulse of sympathy. Then they are not gathered in Jesus' name. Jesus is only a pretext for the gathering and not the true motive. This does not imply that Jesus is deaf to the voice of one person alone. If he did not say, "I will come to anyone who calls me," it is because he demands, above all else, love for one's neighbor, which may be better displayed in a group than in isolation, and because any individualistic sentiment repels it. Hence, it follows that if in a large gathering only 2 or 3 persons are united in heart through the sentiment of true charity, while the others isolate themselves and concentrate on selfish or worldly ideas, Jesus will be with the former and not the latter. It is not, therefore, the simultaneity of the words, hymns, or outward acts that comprise the gathering in Jesus' name, but the communion of thoughts in conformance with the spirit of charity personified in Jesus. Such should be the character of serious Spiritist meetings, those in which the concourse of good spirits is desired.